Alex Nagy, Tournament Director, Twisted Cat Outdoors. Been doing it 10 years, also an avid tournament angler and fisherman. It's been really exciting seeing the growth of the sport of catfishing, and really excited on the Mississippi River because it holds such big catfish. So the area between St. Louis and the Ohio River, you know, that Mississippi River stretch is really, really good. So really excited to see what we catch. So unlike a lot of other techniques you can do to catch catfish in the Twisted Cat Outdoors tournament series, it's a rod and reel, it's from a boat, you got a live well, so it's your biggest 3 catfish you can catch throughout the day. So you get to go out, you got 8 hours to catch your biggest 3, and again, it's a big, mighty Mississippi River, a lot of current, deep water, a lot of debris and structure, so it takes a lot of work to not only catch that fish or find the fish, but also get it in the boat when you do land it. This stretch of the Mississippi River is really known for some giant catfish. Just through the last few years, we've weighed several over 90 pounds, which is a big fish. And like I said, it's tough to get those. Not only when you catch it, you gotta land it, and that's a big part of it. And then you gotta get it in your live well, keep it alive for the weigh-in. But you know, we're using big bait, a lot of skipjack, you know, 10 to 12 inch bait that we're cutting up, and we're fishing the bottom. And again, like I said, this is a really good area. I think we're gonna see some really big fish. And we got a lot of good anglers coming from 12 to 15 states here to Perryville to go out on the Mississippi River and see what they can catch. So Friday, July 5th, we're gonna have a non-mandatory captain's meeting. We'll have food and drinks and kind of hang out, get to meet other anglers, people from the city, you know, come hang out with everybody. Saturday morning, you can still register if you haven't registered. It's again 1 to 3 anglers on a team per boat, $300 entry, 100% payback, plus $500 big fish from Castaway Customs. So it's gonna be a big payout, big fish area. And once we check your boat and registration Saturday morning at 5, you're free to go. And you can put in anywhere between Festus and Cape Girardeau. And once you put your boat in, you can go as far as you want by boat. Fishing hours are from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then you gotta have your boat back on the trailer in downtown Perryville by 5 p.m. with your 3 biggest catfish in the live well. And then we're gonna weigh your biggest one for a big fish, and then all 3 together for a total weight. I suspect that we're gonna probably see some weights over 150 pounds in 3, and hopefully in the 80s and maybe even one in the 90s for big fish.
Wow.
Once somebody goes out on the river and catches that first catfish and they feel that tug, it changes you, and you really have that passion to go out again and again. And you know, just myself, that's how I got involved. I went out with a buddy, never catfished before, and the first fish I caught was 50 pounds, and that's all I've done now. It's been all about catfishing, and I've gotten a lot of people out there, and same thing. And like I said, it's growing extremely fast. And if you haven't tried it, there's a lot of guides now in the area that you can call, and you and a couple friends or family can go out on a boat and catch these big fish. And it's something that if you haven't done it, you gotta do it. One of the biggest freshwater species in the country, and they fight. And like I said, the mighty Mississippi River, it's so cool. This is in your backyard, and you get to go do that. And like I said, once you catch a fish, you're gonna be hooked for life. So one of the best spots that I like to find when I'm out here on the Mississippi River in a boat is I'm looking for ledges. So when you find right off the bank where the shallow water starts to drop off and there's a ledge, usually holds structure, whether it's big rocks that the core is put there or trees floating down over time and they collect at the bottom. So that is where catfish love to hang out, in that structure. And then we get up above that structure and we might anchor and then just kind of walk our bait slowly down to that structure and kind of hang out there, and then fish will come out of that structure and strike. So you gotta be ready, because when those big fish hit, they hit really hard and they go right back in that structure. So you gotta be ready to set the hook and bring that fish in. So Perryville got involved. I was actually at a tourism convention and met Trish, and we talked about, you know, that we do tournaments along the rivers and lakes. And you know, with my old job, I used to deliver to the schools and restaurants when I drove a truck, and I knew the area really well. And I said, you know, anymore we don't have to have the weigh-ins actually at the boat ramp. You know, we have fish haulers that we hire out at Arkansas, so we can have the weigh-in wherever and then just cart those fish with the trucks and tanks back to the river so we can catch them again another day. So really that's kind of how it came about, and really excited. Perryville has so much to offer, from hotels, food, places to stay, and again, it's a nice area, a cool area, and we're gonna do the weigh-in downtown on the square, right in conjunction with the car show. So a lot of things are gonna be going on in Perryville, and I promise you, we're also gonna have a 1,500-gallon tank that you can look in and see those catfish swimming around, the ones that we catch out on the Mississippi River. So if you're around, definitely come check it out. Bring your kids. It's gonna be fun for all ages, and we hope to see you there. Hey, I'm Alex Nagy with Twisted Cat Outdoors, and we're having a big catfish tournament in Perryville, Missouri, July 6th. It's gonna be a good time. We hope to see you on the square for the weigh-in around 3 p.m.
Very good.